A federal charge, but he is not, we're told, by the U.S. Attorney's Office in Chicago in federal custody tonight. But people here at Dalton Village Hall say they haven't seen him either since word of that indictment dropped just a few hours ago.
Two controversial South suburban politicians been fired as federal investigators focus in on his boss.
WGN Investigates has confirmed Tiffany Henyard, senior advisor in Thornton Township, is out of a federal
Thornton Township is at the center of a growing federal investigation as prosecutors accuse Keith Freeman of concealing assets and income in his bankruptcy case. The inquiry, which involves multiple lawsuits, is being handled by senior authorities in Dalton and surrounding South suburban areas. Freeman, once a trusted ally of Mayor Tiffany Henyard, is now embroiled in controversy. Henyard initially gained support for her bold leadership and efforts to restructure her administration by bringing in new staff. However, as more former employees, including Freeman, have come forward with allegations, concerns about her ethics have emerged. Once loyal to Henyard, Freeman has reportedly turned against her, providing crucial information to the FBI. His shifting stance raises questions about the breakdown of their relationship. Freeman's role in the investigation, particularly given his involvement in a high-profile bankruptcy case, adds another layer of complexity to the ongoing legal battles. With former employees accusing Henyard of unethical behavior, trust in her leadership is eroding, casting a shadow over her early popularity.
In and out of trouble since he was a young person. He was charged for theft in 2000. He was charged with a felony when he turned 27. This was back in 2005. Theft in the second degree. Oh, Keith is a busybody. He has a long rap sheet. He never cleared up his charges because back in 2011, he was in Palm Beach, Florida, where they extradited him back to Ireland. They said out-of-state fugitive. Fugitive from justice. That's your boy, Keith Freeman. Because we all know Tiffany Henyard made a big fuss about not giving background checks. And this is one of the reasons why she didn't want to give a background check. Because anybody that works for municipal department or the city can have felonies.
Both Dalton and Thornton Township is charged with fraud connected to an alleged bankruptcy scheme.
The village also completed negotiations with the police patrol, police lieutenants, and the sergeants.
At a recent village board meeting, Keith Freeman was seen sitting next to EMB Battle, discussing finances with Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Freeman, who also serves as the Ford Township municipal manager, is now facing serious legal trouble. The U.S. attorney has accused him of concealing assets and income from creditors in his bankruptcy case, a charge that could result in up to 5 years in prison if convicted. Freeman filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court in Chicago on January 3, 2024, allegedly underreporting his income. Despite his claims, his actual earnings were reportedly much higher than what he disclosed. Attempts to reach Freeman and other Dalton officials for comment have gone unanswered.
So expensive apartment. You're collecting money from the village of Dalton, and you're also collecting money from Thornton Township. So you're making about $150,000 a year. I'm pretty sure it's more. He's saying that he only worked for Thornton Township. Your income. Thornton Township municipality manager. Gross income $5,800. Now, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but from the payroll expenses of Village of Dalton payroll, Keith is on here. This was just in October. Keith Freeman, $3,800 every 2 weeks. And he claims that he only makes $5,800 from Thornton Township. Employer's name, Thornton Township. Reason why he's trying to get away with it is because Keith is a 1099 employee. He's not paying no taxes off his income. No Social Security taxes, no medical taxes, no...
Serious allegations have been filed against Keith Freeman by the municipality of Robbins, where he served as village administrator from 2017 to 2021. The village claims that Freeman failed to provide required documents and, moreover, collected approximately $9,396 more than he was entitled to during his tenure. Additionally, Freeman is accused of misrepresenting his financial situation by creating a fake 2022 income tax return. which he submitted to the Chapter 7 trustee. He allegedly provided documents showing a significantly lower income than he actually earned, despite not having filed a tax return for that year.
I mean, if a person can lie on their own financials, what do you think they're doing for the village? Nobody is untouchable. That's what I want to say. Nobody is untouchable. So if this is just the first domino to all of them falling.
Keith Freeman plays a key role in the investigation of Tiffany Henyard due to his numerous positions under her influence. Beyond his roles in Dalton and Ford Township, Freeman was, for a time, the registered agent of the Tiffany Henyard Cares Foundation. However, no such foundation exists in the state of Illinois. The charity, which claimed to assist cancer patients, has come under scrutiny for receiving the majority of its initial funding from taxpayers. Investigations revealed that it failed to file the required paperwork detailing how funds were spent, raising serious questions about its legitimacy. When questioned about these discrepancies, Freeman was evasive, offering little more than a dismissive response. In addition to these concerns, Freeman is facing serious legal trouble. According to an indictment during a creditors' conference on January 30th, 2024, he falsely testified under oath that he was not employed by Dalton and had not received payments from the village. Prosecutors allege this was part of a scheme to conceal his true financial situation from the court. Freeman has been charged with 1 count of bankruptcy fraud after allegedly misrepresenting his income. He claimed to work solely for the township and reported earning just over $99,000 in the past year. But prosecutors argue that he hid his Dalton earnings through a pass-through company, inflating his actual income to $195,000. The indictment also includes a claim from the municipality of Robbins, where Freeman previously served as village administrator. The village asserts that Freeman took over $90,000 without authorization during his tenure. If convicted of bankruptcy fraud, he faces up to 5 years in federal prison. Federal authorities, including the acting U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois, along with FBI and IRS special agents, have emphasized the seriousness of the charges. Meanwhile, Dalton officials are eager to distance themselves from the growing controversy and are seeking Freeman's departure.
A lot of controversy on whether or not he was an employee or if he was contracted. Now they're saying that he didn't list this information.
And if he can't handle his own business, how in the world can he handle?
Mounting controversy surrounds Dalton Mayor Tiffany Henyard amid federal fraud allegations. Trouble continues to escalate for Dalton, Illinois. Mayor Tiffany Henyard as federal fraud charges against her longtime ally, Dalton Administrator Keith Freeman, come to light. Once a trusted figure in local politics, Freeman now finds himself at the center of a growing scandal that has deeply divided the community. A leader of a local organization condemned Freeman's actions, calling them an embarrassment to the Ake town. "We've been waiting for justice to be served," the leader stated. "At the next board meeting, if he shows up, I'll ask him to step down." Freeman, who has pleaded not guilty to federal bankruptcy fraud charges, was released on a $5,000 unsecured bond with sealed restrictions. However, his legal troubles extend beyond this case. He is also named in a separate lawsuit against both the village and the embattled mayor. Despite his long-standing reputation as a trusted public